guys, so we are in our Exposing the Truth video series. I'm not sure which video number this is. It could be 3, it could be 5, I'm not too sure. But anywho, we're talking about the bureaus tonight and a couple of other things, so make sure you watch this entire video, okay? Because I promise you there's stuff that you don't know, and if you do know, you don't know the whole story, and you need to know, okay? So first of all, my name is Kristen. I'm a factual disputer, and that means that I actually know what I'm doing. For you guys that are like my clients, you actually know that I get results, so I let my work speak for itself. Now, if you are one of the people that actually need help right now and want to get results and want to be ahead of the game and don't want to, spend 18 months or 2 years or whatever fixing your credit, then use the link down in the description to schedule a call with me, and I will see if I can help you. And I say I because it is just me. So yes, I choose every single client that's in my program. Okay, so however, that is not what this video is about. So like I said, we are on our Exposing the Truth series. I don't know how many videos this whole series is going to have, but I will say that even if you have subscribed to me, all right, even if you have subscribed to me, you have to hit that bell for notifications, because subscribers don't get notified. They still have to go through your feed. You have to hit the bell for notifications so that you are notified, okay? Alright, so we're going to look at something directly from Equifax's website. So for those of you, and I have said this before, but for those of you that are wondering if the bureaus are still open right now, yes, dude, they are. If you are wondering if they are still accepting disputes, yes, dude, they're still accepting disputes, okay? Now, here's the crazy thing. We already knew that the bureaus always used frustration and discouragement for to get you to stop disputing, right? So it was always a stall tactic. However, now, directly on their website, they are blatantly telling you as an excuse that they are frustrating you and discouraging you from disputing. Because you have to remember, they want you to go away. Everything about them, not just Equifax, I'm talking about all the bureaus, okay, all 3 bureaus, everything that they do, everything that they are, is to get you to go away. I don't know why anybody thinks otherwise. Like, they're not your attorney. They're not there to help you. They are a complaints department, dude. They make money, a shitload of money, by your information being inaccurate, okay? So, and no, I'm not talking down to you. I'm not saying things to belittle you. I'm not anything like that, because I've been there, okay? I deal with this every single day of my life. This is what I do. I am passionate about what I do. I love what I do. I love helping my clients. I love helping you guys. But to do so, we have to be on the same page here, okay? It's not where, you watch my videos just for confirmation bias. Like, don't watch my videos just to reinforce what you already knew and you're not even listening to me. If you're not going to listen to me, then just don't listen to me, okay? And you know what? That's okay if I lose subscribers for saying that. The people that stay with me, the people that watch me every day, the people that listen to me every day, those are the people that I'm speaking to right now, okay? Those are the people that I'm speaking with, okay? The people that listen to me while they're driving. I have a lot of truck drivers. The people that listen to me at work and, now are at home working. The people that, the moms that, are taking my course right now to learn how to make a 6 or 7 figure income from home. The people that started with 300 credit scores and now are in the 700s, okay? So those are the people that I'm talking to. My videos are not for people that just don't want to get their life together, that don't want to face reality, okay? My videos are not for those people, okay? So once again, you already know that I go off on tangents. So right now, we are going to take information directly from Equifax's website, and I'm going to show you my screen. Now, I'm going to post the link down in the description. You can see my computer there. I'm going to post the link down in the description so that you can go and see this yourself. And there goes my camera falling. All right, so you're going to be able to go and see this yourself. I am not making this up. I could not make it up if I tried, because I am not a foul human being. All right, so like I said, they're blatantly telling you now that we just don't want you to dispute. All right, they don't tell you, during COVID, please make sure that you take care of yourself and your family, and, the whole Jerry Springer thing, wash your hands and wear a mask or a face covering. No, dude, they don't say anything about that. What they do say is, and we're gonna look at the screen right now, and I am gonna turn my camera again. This is an update, all right? This is an update from March 12th. Equifax is closely monitoring the outbreak of COVID-19 and the effect it is having on businesses and individuals. That's why we are taking measures to support consumers impacted by the coronavirus, while also working with creditors and lenders to minimize the effect on consumers' credit standing. Yeah, right. No. Furthermore, consumers who are experiencing a financial hardship may be wondering how potentially late or reduced payments might impact their credit score. We encourage individuals with concerns to contact their lenders and creditors to discuss their options. Okay. Additionally, the Consumer Data Industry Association is providing guidance to creditors and lenders on how they can work with those who are affected by the coronavirus. Now, here's the great part. Let me just fix my camera. All right. Gotta fix this real quick. I don't need this falling off my desk. Okay, we are back and in action. Okay, so I don't know what my camera just did. Autofocus? Great. Okay, so it says, so what can you do to minimize the impact of the coronavirus on your credit report? They advise not to wash your hands, not to take care of yourself, not to dispute the negative items on your credit report, but to talk to your lenders and creditors and see if assistance is available. Pay what you can. To avoid having late payments show up on your credit reports. To avoid having late payments show up on your credit reports, try to make at least the minimum payment on accounts, or pay any amount you and the lender or the creditor agree on. Stay up to date on your credit reports. Okay? And you can add a 100-word statement to your credit. Now, some of you may be thinking, oh my God, that is so great. I can pull my credit every week for free on annualcreditreport.com. And you know what? I'm going to call my creditor and I'm going to see if I can make the minimum payments and all that kind of stuff. But nowhere on here did it say dispute the inaccuracies on your credit report. Nowhere. It didn't say any of that. It said, I want for you to go somewhere else and leave me alone. It said, in the pandemic, when people are lining up for like 12 hours just to get food, I want you to take your money that you don't have and go pay your creditors. That's what they're saying. Furthermore, it's also saying that, a credit report every week, what the hell is that going to do for you when, how many days are between disputes? 30, right? And what happens if you go to annualcreditreport.com and pull your report from there? It turns to 45. So there's another part of this, but I just want to repeat that. If you go and pull your credit report from annualcreditreport.com, your 30-day dispute goes to a 45-day dispute, okay? So that's one of the ways that they are trying to control what you do. Now, another thing is, why do you need a credit report every week? Are they telling you that because of the pandemic and because they're, where was that part? Due to the evolving COVID-19 pandemic, site closures and or government mandated curfews have impacted the customer service centers worldwide. As a result, you may experience longer than average response times and holds. So, first of all, they're not going to answer the phone. Second, they're not going to respond to you. Third, they're telling you blatantly that everything's going to be very, very slow. Fourth, they're telling you to, instead of disputing, go to your creditors to pay money that you have. And fifth, go and pull your credit report once every week, because more than likely you're going to have fraud. Okay, so how is it that you're going to have fraud? Well, I mean, if they're not doing their job, they're not, whatever, and they're not saying, hey, dispute your stuff, then, I mean, what are they saying? I mean, you have to look at what this really is. Okay, I need you to take your blinders off. You can't be like a horse with blinders. You need to take those blinders off and see this for what it really is. Before, they were using this as a stall tactic. Now they are blatantly giving you an excuse. In the pandemic, we are open. We are still accepting disputes, but it is going to be very, very slow, and we're using it as an excuse, and we don't want you to dispute, and you should take your money and go pay your creditors, the money that you probably otherwise would buy food with, or get, put gas in your car to go get food, or to pay, your bus ticket to go get food, or whatever. And you can also pull your credit report once a week for God knows what reason, when how much is your credit report going to change from week to week? And why aren't you telling people that if they do use annualcreditreport.com, that it turns every single round from a 30-day dispute to a 45-day dispute? It doesn't say any of that here. It does not say any of that there. So every single time you pull it on there, it's a 45-day dispute. You see what I'm saying here? You guys aren't looking at all of the everything about everything. And yes, that was a lot of hand movements. You have to understand what goes into this. You have to understand the process. You have to understand that the bureaus are in the data business, and that's all they care about. See, now, obviously they already have your information, right? But more information is more profitable for them. So what they want you to do is go plug all your little information into their system and make it so that it's easier for them and it's harder for you, that it is easier for them to ignore you because they're telling you that it's slow, and it's harder for you to get disputes into them, and that it's harder to get your results because it's going to be 45 days each round instead of 30 days, and that tough shit. I'm sorry. Tough shit. So what you need to do is put your big boy pants on, or your big girl pants on right now, and really see this for what it is. Okay. Not only that, but I also wanted to mention, going along the lines of the bureaus being in the data business, I was watching. Well, I wasn't watching, it was just the TV was on in the background when I was working today, and there was that Experian Credit Boost commercial that came on, and it made me realize even more just how scummy they are, right? So you can go online to Experian.com, you can use their little booster thing, right, by plugging in your rent and your utilities and your cell phone and all these stupid little things, and in return they're going to give you like 15 points or 30 points or something. Okay, so did you ever think about that? Did it ever like cross your mind, like, why, when a lot of creditors aren't even going to pay attention to that? More than likely you didn't. So if we just add these things together, the credit bureaus being in the data business, with more data being more profitable for them, and more data meaning that it's more inaccuracies, which means that it is more expensive for the creditors to buy and more profitable for the bureaus. Don't you think that you are just feeding them exactly what they want? They want more data. You are going online and plugging all this extra data that was not on there to begin with, that was never going to be on there. And I mean, obviously, unless you didn't pay, and then they would then put it on there. But all you're doing is giving them exactly what they want. all you're doing is giving them exactly what they want. Just the same as if you went online and did an online dispute, you're giving them exactly what they want. They want to make it easier for them and harder for you. So the bottom line is that you need to start thinking about these things, and you need to take your blinders off. You need to put your big boy pants on. You need to put your big girl pants on, and you need to see the truth. You need to see the truth. Okay, so am I saying don't dispute right now? Absolutely not. This is the perfect time to dispute. And why? Why am I saying this? Well, it's for a reason. Imagine that you were going to the DMV. You already know ahead of time, especially in, really big places like San Francisco or, Houston or whatever, that you're going to be there for a long time. You got to take a day off work. You got to, plan to be there for like 3 to 5 hours. It's going to be a long ass line. And then you got to, take your number and then sit down and you got to read like half your book. And then you finally get there and then there's an issue and then you got to go sit down again and you got to go back up again. And then you finally complete your business and you walk home, right? So this is kind of like that there's this really long line. Okay, that's the credit repair process. It's even the credit sweep process. Okay, and in the middle of the pandemic, you need to get in that line no matter what. You know that you need to get in that line. You have to go to the DMV. You have to fix your credit, right? So even though it's a long line, it is moving forward slowly, and you know that you're going to get to the front. However, if you fall victim to the bureaus telling you crap that they don't want you to dispute anymore, you're working with a credit repair company, they didn't understand the nature of your dispute, you didn't send in your identification, they didn't blah, 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 blah. All these things are meant to, all these things are meant to frustrate you and discourage you, right? They're just stall tactics, they're scare tactics. And if you get out of that line because you believe these things, then when you really do need to go to the DMV on that last day, you already waited 2 hours in line, right? And you get out of line and you come back 5 days later because it's the last day, you gotta do it. This stuff is, gonna be canceled on Mondays. You're like, oh my God, I gotta do it now. Well, that line is significantly longer and you already wasted 2 hours of your life standing in it before, and you gotta get all the way to the back of the line. This is no different. Okay, right now you need to get in that credit repair or credit sweep line, and you need to just move it forward, because when this is over, you're going to be way ahead of all those people that come behind you. Okay, you're going to take all these rounds and you're going to put them in the bank. You're going to put them in the bank. You're going to put them in the bank. You're going to put them in the bank, so that if you need to exhaust your remedies to get to the next phase of this, which is either taking them to court or the CFPB or the AG or the BBB or any of those, any of the alphabet suit, then guess what? You have the proof that you did exhaust all your remedies and you can get somewhere, right? You have the proof of violations. You have proof that you actually disputed. You have proof that there were no responses. You have proof that this. You have proof that that. You have proof that this is still inaccurate. Blah, 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 blah. You have proof of all this because you put the time in. You stayed in the line and you moved forward. So, once again, if you start now, you will be ahead of the game. If you start and then stop, you're going to get out of line and you are still going to have to get in that line, but it's going to be longer and there's going to be a shitload more people and it's going to take you twice the amount of time. Okay, so I am off that now, but once again, that link to Equifax's website for this specific article is going to be down in the description. All right. And like I said, you better go and hit that bell for notifications, because I have a lot of videos coming and you need to put your big boy or your big girl pants on and take those blinders off and stop thinking that your reality just consists of you. I mean, okay, obviously that is your reality, but like that the world is just your reality, because it's not, dude. There are tons of companies that have the credit and that have all their financials put together and that can't get money right now. And here you are trying to fix your credit just to begin with and get a second or third or fourth or fifth or sixth or seventh chance to go screw the system up all over again, right? And even if you're getting into this with the best intentions, that's fine, okay? That's fine. I'm not saying this about everybody, but the majority of people that I deal with do this so that they can go and get loans and not pay them. All right, that's just the reality of it. I'm not saying anything about it. I'm just stating the facts. And they know that. So if these companies that are already there, they already waited in that line a million years ago, cannot get what they need, then what makes you think that in the middle of a pandemic that you're just going to go and have these negative items drop off your credit report overnight? That it's going to be 30 days, it's going to be 60 days, it's going to be 90 days. Like, I tell people the time frame when I'm on the phone with them, because I tell everybody the whole truth and nothing but the truth, whether it means that they go somewhere else or whatever, because I deal with people that face reality, and that is the reality. Okay, so if you think that things are going to be just honky-dory in the middle of a pandemic when those people can't even get their money, then you have another thing coming to you. You have to do this right. It is imperative that you do this right, that you don't use templates, that you're disputing all your negative items every single round with all three bureaus using no templates. It has to be custom. It has to embody the elements and the language of the law that you are indirectly citing. And if there is not a law that backs up your dispute reason, then you are not going to get a deletion, because you can't just figure that there's a reason that this needs to come off your credit report, and that, just because it makes sense to you, or that you think that this should, be this or whatever, kind of like, oh, well, this charge off should have a balance of 0 because it was charged off. No, dude. If it were like that, then the truth is everybody would go and get credit cards or loans, and they just wouldn't pay them, right? Because once it's charged off, I don't owe that money anymore. No. Use common sense here. Use common sense here. Why do you think, number one, that you're going to be rewarded for not having paid on time or not having paid at all? And why would you be rewarded for not paying and then not having to pay? It doesn't work like that. It does not work like that. If you didn't pay, there's going to be a balance, unless it was sold to a debt buyer. Okay, that is the reality of it. If you think otherwise, then you can go argue that with the judge when you get sued. Not my problem. I already provide enough free information for you to determine what's actually right for you to do. Anywho, that is basically it for tonight. I am off my rant. I wanted to share this with you, and it covers a lot of real shit, all right? So this time right now is about, number 1, surviving, number 2, protecting your health, number 3, protecting your income and your finances, and number 4, that goes with all those things, is protecting and fixing and getting together your credit. All right. So if you need help with it, like I said at the beginning of the video, you can use the link down in the description to schedule your call with me. Okay. And no, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything, because you're a big girl. You're a big boy. You can listen to the truth. Okay. I could twist my words around just like everybody else and say, oh, well, you can get deletions in as little as 30 to 45 days. Well, guess what? I could say that, because guess what? You can. But guess what? No. Can you get a medical thing off in that time frame? Sure. Can other things come off in that time frame? Sure. But guess what? Those are exceptions. They are not the rule. Deal with reality. Okay? Deal with reality, please. Everything that I say, everything that I do, everything that I create, all of these videos are to do nothing other than benefit you. I don't get on here and talk because I want to talk. I don't like talking. I don't like being on the phone all day. I don't like making videos. I don't like, all this stuff. I do it because I know it's going to help you. I do it because it's going to benefit you. I do it because I want to see you move ahead with your life and not have to watch these videos. I love getting emails like I did today where someone said, hey, look, my scores jumped 100 points because of you. And that is the reason that I do this. That is the reason I put these videos out. That's why I get on the phone when I don't want to talk. That is why I make these videos when I'd rather be in bed with my husband. My kids are over here, my husband's over here, and I'm here making a video at 11 a.m. right? Because this is the only time that I have to myself after editing my files to do my videos, okay? Because it benefits you. Knowing these things about the truth benefits you. So, anywho, that is it. My rant is over. I'm going to sleep. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. I hope you have a wonderful evening. I hope you will at least start to take those blinders off. At least consider taking those blinders off, because it's going to help nobody other than you. And when you are ready for the help and you are ready to hear the truth, then I'm here for you. All right. So I hope you have a wonderful evening. My name is Chris and I'm a factual disputer, and you better watch my next videos. You better go and check out my playlist, because you're going to want to see the previous 2 or 3 videos in, I think it's 3, I don't know. I don't even know what video I'm on in the series, on the exposing the truth about the Bureau's creditors and collectors, and just the process in general. All right, guys. Kind of intense video, but I'm passionate about what I do. I'm passionate about helping people, all right? And that's all it comes down to. All right, have a great one.